guys, this is Keiko 2000, also known as Book Talk with Keiko. So this is a series I'm going to be starting on my channel of doing podcasts. There's not going to be a face cam or anything. It's me just reading a book to you guys. And this is good if you are someone that has AR at their school, which is basically where you take a test on the book that you read and you get points for it. Then this is perfect for you because these books that I'll be reading could possibly be an AR book that's in your school, and you could literally take word for word what I say and put it on the piece of paper because it's not plagiarizing because it is from the book, and teachers let people all the time use audiobooks. So I will be reading this to you guys with enthusiasm, hopefully, and I hope you guys enjoy this. Please spread this video around if you think that any of your friends could use an audiobook, because that is what I am. Alright, let's start this. This book is called The Down and Up Fall by Joanna Hurwitz, illustrated by Gal Owens. And on the front cover, it's like 3 kids with cats. Okay. Chapter 1. Together Again. On the first Wednesday in September, Bolivar Rab woke with a start. For a fraction of a moment, she didn't know where she was. Then she smiled to herself. She wasn't in her bedroom at home in Ithaca, New York. Instead, she was in the guest room of her great aunt and uncle in the Woodside, New Jersey. Unlike her previous visits with her relatives, when she never stayed more than a few weeks, she was now going to be there a really long time. In fact, during the coming 6 months, while her parents were away in Turkey on an archaeological dig, Bolivar would even attend the local school. Bolivar jumped out of her bed and pulled off the towel covering a tall barricade near the window. "Good morning," she greeted Lucetta, the bright green parrot inside the cage. "Good morning, have a nice day," squawked the bird. "I think I will," Bolivar told the parrot. "Royal and Derek and I are going to be in 6th grade together at Woodside Middle School. And it's a new school for them, just like it is for me. Their old school only went up to 5th grade. "Roderick," Lucille called out in trumpet. "Roderick!" It had taken many weeks for Bolivar to teach her parrot the names of the 2 boys who were her friends in the Woodside. Because she was not the sort of girl who spent a lot of time bothering over her looks, Bolivar didn't worry about what to wear. She just dug out a clean t-shirt and some underwear out of a still half-packed trunk in the corner of her room. Then she pulled on the jeans that she had worn the day before and quickly combed her red hair into a ponytail. Bolivar checked there was still plenty of food in the cage to keep Lucille happy during the day. She removed the little water dish from the cage and went into the bathroom to refill it with fresh, cold water. Goodbye, Lucille. I'll see you this afternoon," she promised the parrot. "Good morning. Have a nice day," the bird said. She had a rather limited vocabulary, and this was her usual morning message. "Thanks, Lucille. I'll need all the good wishes I can get," said Bolivar. She wouldn't have admitted it to a soul, but she was a little nervous about going off to a new school. She took a deep breath and went downstairs. She was ready to face the Woodside Middle School. "First, you've got to eat a good breakfast," Miss Goldling insisted. "Oh, Aunt Sophie, I don't think I could eat all of this, not even half of it," said Bolivar, looking at the eggs and toast waiting for her on the table. "Just eat a little then," Miss Goldling said. "You don't want to get hungry before lunchtime." Bolivar sat down and bit into a slice of toast. A moment later, she heard a loud banging at the front door. "I believe your escorts are here," Miss Goldling said. She headed into the entranceway. Sure enough, she came back followed by Roy and Derek. "Wow!" commended Bolivar when she saw her 2 friends. Both boys were wearing new jeans and freshly ironed sports shirts. Roy's dark hair was parted to the side and slicked down. There had been an obvious attempt to do the same to Derek's blonde hair, but its natural curl was already taking over. They both had on white sneakers that were so clean that Bolivar could tell they were brand new. "You both look like you'd glow in the dark," remarked Bolivar, looking them over. "I hardly recognize you." They look very handsome, said Miss Golding, beaming at the two boys. The girls are probably all going to fall for you the way you look now, Bolivar teased them. Of course, they don't know what you're really like. Derek made a face. We thought we should kind of dress up a bit on the first day, he said, blushing. We'll be our old grungy selves again by tomorrow. Bolivar sniffed Roy's hair. Wow, the gook on your hair smells like Bionic Garden. Roy rubbed his head and smelled his hands. I told my mother I hate this stuff, he complained. You look wonderful, Miss Golding insisted. Bolivar, maybe you should change into a nicer looking shirt, she suggested. I'm not changing, Bolivar said adamantly. This is the real me that you see before you. Take it or leave it. It's okay. You look fine, Roy said, laughing. Besides, I wouldn't be so promiscuous as to compliment on your appearance. There you go again, using your big words, said Bolivar. She swallowed some milk and stood up from the table. Roy's father taught English at their new school. She wondered if she would get him as a teacher. If your dad teaches all his students to talk like that, we're all going to have to walk around lunging huge dictionaries so we can understand one another. Roy ignored this remark. He pushed his glasses up his nose. I still can't believe that you're actually coming to school with us and staying until the spring. It's fantastic. Yeah, Derek agreed. He looked at his watch. Come on, we don't want to miss the bus, he said. My dad offered to give us a ride, Roy explained as they walked towards the door. But we've been looking forward to taking the bus. Besides, my dad always goes to school really early. Bolivar gave her aunt a hug and followed the boys out the door. Mr. Golding was in front, cutting the grass on a small lawn. Have a good time, he called out to the three students. A good time? Asked Roy. Where we're going? To school? Not a baseball game. These are the best years of your lives, Mr. Goldman reminded him. That's easy for him to say, commented Derek as they walked to the bus stop. He won't have to do any homework tonight. Or study for tests, added Roy. Do you think we might be in the same homeroom? Bolivar asked. There's going to be a mob of kids, Roy pointed out. The 6th grade is made up of all the last year's 5th grades from our old school in classes that went to Hillside Elementary and Brookside Elementary too. Gosh, we'll probably be making a lot of new friends then, said Bolivar. Hey, said Roy, we don't need more friends. We've got each other. That's plenty. Wait a minute, said Bolivar. It's true I'm your friend, but I don't exactly belong to you. She always forgot, when she wasn't in his company for a while, how Roy had tendency to become demanding and possessive. He liked to dominate situations. The problem was that Bolivar liked to take over too, so even though they were good friends, there could be personality clashes between them. Bolivar looked over at Derek. He was very easygoing. He'd agreed to anything Roy told him. As if Roy had read her thoughts, he said now, Today, you're sitting next to me on the bus. Tomorrow, you can sit next to Derek. Hold on, Bolivar said as the bus pulled up to the corner where they were waiting. She was about to protest that she could sit wherever she wanted. However, when they boarded the bus, every window seat was taken. That meant there were only single seats left. Contrary to Roy's plan, the three friends each had to sit next to somebody else. Hi, Bolivar greeted the girl she found herself next to. Hi, the girl responded. Is this your first day at middle school too? Yep, and I bet I've come farther than anyone else. I've already been on this bus for 20 minutes. I got on at the first stop, so you can't be coming from farther away than mine. Bolivar's seatmate told her. But I took an airplane from Itra yesterday, said Bolivar. You can't beat that. Itra? Where's that? Asked the girl, looking puzzled. There's a Greek island named Itra, and there's a town in Michigan named Ithia. But I come from Itzia, New York. You know, said the girl, I heard that kids came from all over town to the school, but I didn't know they came from other states, too. I'm just here for a few months, Bolivar explained. She had to raise her voice to make herself heard. All around her, kids were talking to classmates they hadn't seen since last June. Bolivar looked to where Roy was sitting. He was working hard, trying to carry on a conversation with Derek, who was several seats away. Middle school's going to be neat, Bolivar's companion said. We're going to have different teachers for every subject. There's a huge gym for phys ed, and I'm taking Spanish. What foreign language are you taking? German, Bolivar told her. Most kids are choosing French or Spanish, but I have a friend who's also taking German. I guess I like to be different, Bolivar said. She knew that Roy and Derek had selected Spanish as their foreign language, just like the girl sitting beside her. Do you play an instrument? The girl asked. No, do you? I just started taking clarinet lessons last spring. If they think I'm good enough, maybe I could be in the school band. We're here, a voice called out, and some of the kids began booing as the bus pulled into the school's driveway. They might be booing, Bolivar thought, but they certainly seemed eager to get off the bus. She and her seatmate were jolted to the front. Once outside, Bolivar waited for Roy and Derek so they could walk together. My name is Bolivar. What's yours? She asked the girl. Dee Dee Roston. I'll look for you, Bolivar told Dee Dee. Come on, Roy called, and he pulled Bolivar along toward the school entrance. She remembered what he'd said about their not needing new friends. Well, he was wrong about that. You can never have too many friends, and that girl, Dee Dee, seemed like she'd be fun. Bolivar realized that his teachers weren't the only one who was going to teach Roy a few new things this fall. Alright, guys, that is chapter 2. There's actually one thing left, that's a letter, but we're going to save that till next podcast. If you guys want to see more, the link will be in the description down below once it comes out, and I hope you guys really enjoyed. A playlist will also be made, which will be in the description down below, so you guys know it. Turn on my post notifications to see when the next time you'll be able to, hear this is. A new one will be coming out every single day at whatever time I'm able to put it out until we finish this book. So we're going to read a chapter each time and just basically binge watch these videos. I hope you enjoyed. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. And again, links in the description down below.